Welcome to this TrainerBase help file on making the most of trainerbase.co.uk. Since 2002, TrainerBase has become a valuable resource for purchasers looking to find training providers. These purchasers tell me that a key influencer in their decision making is both the quantity and the quality of information and data that can be found on a trainer's profile. One powerful way that a trainer can showcase what they can do is to upload resources that can be then displayed in both their profile and in the free downloads section of the TrainerBase website. This help file provides advice and guidance on uploading resources. Before going into the practicalities of uploading a resource, let me first outline what a resource is and, more importantly, what a resource isn't. A resource is a file that has an intrinsic value to the individual downloading it. The resource provides them with information about a topic based on their expectation derived from the title and description of that resource. A resource could be a course outline, an icebreaker, a module for a program or an article about a topic. A resource can be a newsletter or a set of slides, or perhaps a file containing a collection of quotations, to name just a few ideas. A file is not a resource when it is a sales brochure or flyer. A file is not a resource when the only content is a redirection to the contributor's website. That is not to say that a member cannot post sales brochures or flyers and redirect visitors to their website. They most certainly can. The point is that that sort of activity takes place in other areas of the site and of a member profile. And a resource is a file that can be downloaded by any registered user of the site. You do not need to be a paid member to download. The idea behind this is that purchasers of training who do not need to pay to gain access to your profile can download resources from your profile in order to evaluate your fit for their purposes. To work on your profile, you need to log in. Go to the Edit Details page and in the login form enter your username and password and click on the Login button. The screen that appears after login is the main Edit Details page. In section 3, Your Uploads, is a link called Manage Your Sample Resources. Click on this link. The following page contains some information about uploading resources and a link called Add a Resource. Click on this link. The resulting page displays the Add Resource form. The headings in this are resource name, resource category, resource scope, file type, file size, resource description, resource location, display in profile, for members only. Let me quickly explain what these labels mean. Resource name. The name of the resource should be less than 100 characters and be as descriptive as possible. The resource category. The resource category is the group of resources that best identifies with which other resources your resource should go. Resource scope. The scope of the resource helps manage the level of expectation of a person downloading your resource. If the resource is a primer, then they will expect a very brief document with little explanatory information. An outline may be a course activity with some supporting information. A comprehensive document could be a newsletter, a dissertation, or a full training program. File type. The file type is detected automatically. Only document files can be uploaded. Examples might be PDF files, Excel document files, or PowerPoint files. Programs and compressed files such as .exe and .zip files are not permitted. The file size should be less than 3 megabytes. Again, this is detected automatically. The resource description. This should be as descriptive as possible to promote your contribution. Remember, the description of the resource is used in the site's search facility, and your resource descriptor may be indexed by other search engines. To upload a resource and give a description, a flyer on management, will generate little interest and could undermine how you are perceived. Resource location. This is the location on your own computer where your resource is. Do ensure that your resource does not contain any illegal characters. Keep away from spaces, period stops, commas, exclamation marks, apostrophes, and all other non-alphanumeric characters. The Browse button will help you find the path for your resource. Remember, you should ensure the name of the file does not have any illegal characters in it before browsing for its location. Display in profile. You may or may not want your resource displayed in your profile. This is especially for those members who have uploaded a lot of resources for file sharing amongst members and want to restrict which resources are displayed in their profile for visitors to look at. For members only allows one member to restrict the resource download to other members only. Having provided an overview of the resources facility, let me take you through the steps in actually uploading resource. The first thing to do is enter the resource name. Once you have done that, click on the resource category and from the drop-down list select the resource category that you would like your resource to be listed under. Then go to the resource scope. Is your resource a primer, fundamental, outline, detailed or comprehensive? Select the one which is most appropriate. Then add a resource description. Again, be as descriptive as possible so that you can ensure good search engine ranking and indexing. The resource location you get to by clicking on the Browse button. This will bring up a window that displays the content of your computer. Navigate to the correct location, select the file and click Open or OK. Then decide whether you want to display the resource in your profile and whether the resource is for members only. Once you've filled in the whole of that form, click Add Resource. You will get a resource added notice, click OK, and your resource will then be added to the list of resources in the Edit Profile page. Do be aware that whilst a resource will appear in your resource listing, it requires an administrator of TrainerBase to review that resource and approve it before it becomes visible on the website. That concludes this short guide to various aspects of the TrainerBase website, its content, its functionality and navigation. My hope is that it's given you a greater understanding of the site and how it can benefit you as a member of the learning and development community. If you need any further help, please feel free to get in touch. Thank you for your interest and your time.